So I've been thinking lately, what types of foods will you not eat for whatever reason? Those people who know me well know that I don't eat beef, I don't eat pork, and I don't eat baby animals. Um, my rationale for this, because I still do eat chicken and I do eat fish, although I stopped eating chicken for a little bit, but came back to it again, um, is I say I don't eat animals that have eyelashes that I'd want to keep as a pet. And I've been challenged on this over time. And especially one time I was driving home from work and I was coming through some farmlands and there was a sign and it said duck eggs for sale. And the immediate thought that went through my head is, ew, why would somebody get duck eggs? That's gross. And then my immediate next thought was, but I eat chicken eggs. What's the difference between a duck egg and a chicken egg, or people who've eaten ostrich egg or any other type of egg? And I started to have this mental conflict with, well, why am I okay to eat chicken eggs? And sometimes I don't, but most of the time I do. But I am having this aversion to duck eggs. And the only thing I could think of is because I think of ducks as this cute animal that I'd want to keep. And I don't necessarily always think of chickens that way. Although I do have friends who have chickens, and I do think they're cute and watching them interact. So this is where I go back and forth. So what that mental conflict is called cognitive dissonance. And it's when our beliefs don't align with our actions. So I eat chicken eggs, but I thought it was gross at first to eat duck eggs. And why is that? And what's the discrepancy? And because our brains are meant to be efficient, we either change our actions to align with our beliefs, or we start to justify our beliefs or find loopholes like I don't eat animals with eyelashes, um, to justify our actions. And so tomorrow's newsletter is around the topic of cognitive dissonance and what that means for us in terms of the teaching and learning environment. So we have some research around what cognitive dissonance is, how it makes us feel, what are some ways that we can become more aware of that and challenge it, and specifically, what does that mean in the realm of teaching and learning? And thinking about some of these practices that statistically we know are not good for kids, like segregation, like ability grouping, and yet we still feel compelled to think that that's a thing to do because of benefiting some children. So if you are not signed up for the newsletter, please go to resonanceed.com/subscribe with a capital S to get on the list and to get a copy of your newsletter tomorrow. I'm also curious, feel free to drop in the comments, what foods do you not eat and why? Or also share what are some pieces of cognitive dissonance that you find yourself struggling with?